Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now it's Savage. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And an alley to run. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Savage. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT. These two teams all tied after 1. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
On second down, it's Grant. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Corey Grant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, Savage. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Savage. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here is Savage. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Savage. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the... The 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen.
This is Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd down and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Focus, defense, focus. Right there, 54, right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Anyway. Check 24.
After the interception, here's Savage. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And back to the air. Savage on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
At the 2-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air again, Savage. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jordan Franks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, check. Kill. Switch. Hey, watch it.
On first down, it's Savage. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go back to Grant. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm coming after you.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On 1st down, Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down throw coming. Savage. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack on 1st down, Savage, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Shaquille Griffin. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They're going to try and throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Check 26, check 26, check squeeze. Check. Watch the
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
45, 45.
Out of the gun, Savage. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys,
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long, it's Savage. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I'm here all day.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now back to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, that looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Following the fumble recovery, Savage. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 45. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Watch the safety creep. Big air. Check. Crunch.
Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Not hit, boy.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw it here. Savage to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be second and goal. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
45.
Now it's Savage. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Just like that.
Now Savage on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
54 Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
Give me something.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Right.
Looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Check.
Savage is going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now it's Savage. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.